What if Tinubu resigned like Keir Starmer? Imagine waking up tomorrow to breaking news that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has announced his resignation from office, citing political pressure, economic challenges, public dissatisfaction, or a desire to allow a fresh mandate. How would Nigeria react? What would happen next? And could such a move reshape the country's political future? The question has gained attention online as citizens compare political developments in different countries and debate how leaders respond when faced with mounting criticism. While there is no indication that President Tinubu intends to resign, the hypothetical scenario raises important questions about leadership, democracy, governance, and political accountability. If a Nigerian president were to resign while in office, the constitution provides a clear succession process. The vice president would be sworn in as president and would assume responsibility for completing the remainder of the term. This would ensure continuity of government and help prevent a constitutional crisis. Supporters of President Tinubu argue that he was elected to implement difficult but necessary reforms. They point to major policy decisions such as fuel subsidy removal, exchange rate reforms, infrastructure investments, and efforts to increase government revenue. According to supporters, many of these reforms were expected to create short-term pain before delivering long-term benefits. Critics, however, argue that the economic hardship facing many Nigerians has become severe. Rising food prices, inflation, unemployment concerns, increasing transportation costs, and declining purchasing power have generated frustration among many citizens. Some believe stronger interventions are needed to cushion the impact of reforms on ordinary Nigerians. If a resignation were to occur, financial markets would likely react immediately. Investors would seek clarity regarding the direction of economic policy, government spending priorities, and the continuity of ongoing reforms. Political uncertainty often creates volatility, but a smooth constitutional transition could help reassure both domestic and international stakeholders. The political implications would also be enormous. Political parties would begin recalculating their strategies almost instantly. Potential presidential contenders would emerge, alliances could shift, and discussions about the next election cycle would intensify. Political observers would closely examine whether the incoming administration would continue existing policies or introduce significant changes. There would also be questions about public confidence. Some Nigerians might view a resignation as an act of accountability if they believed the government was struggling to meet expectations. Others could see it as abandoning responsibility during a difficult period. Public opinion would likely be sharply divided depending on political affiliations, economic circumstances, and perceptions of government performance. Beyond politics, the social impact could be significant. Many citizens would hope that any leadership transition could bring renewed focus to economic growth, job creation, security challenges, electricity supply, healthcare, education, and the cost of living. Others might worry that a change in leadership could slow decision-making or delay major projects already underway. Comparisons with other countries often emerge during political debates, but every nation's constitutional framework, political culture, and governance structure are different. What happens in one country does not automatically predict what will happen elsewhere. Nigeria's political system follows its own constitutional processes and democratic institutions. The broader question may not simply be whether a president should resign under pressure. Instead, it may be whether governments can maintain public trust while implementing difficult reforms and navigating economic challenges. Around the world, leaders are often judged not only by the policies they introduce, but also by their ability to communicate, build consensus, and deliver results. For many Nigerians, the real issue remains the state of the economy and the quality of governance. Citizens want solutions that improve living standards, create opportunities, strengthen institutions, and provide hope for the future. Regardless of political affiliation, these concerns continue to dominate public discourse. So what if President Tinubu resigned like Keir Starmer? Would it create political instability, or would it open a new chapter in Nigeria's democratic journey? Would economic conditions improve, worsen, or remain largely unchanged? And would Nigerians view such a decision as courageous or controversial? Now we want to hear from you. Do you think a resignation by a sitting president would benefit Nigeria, or would continuity of leadership be more important during challenging times? Like this video, share it with others, and comment below with your thoughts. Don't forget to subscribe to Numa, the corporate analyst, for more analysis, political insights, and breaking developments from Nigeria and around the world. Disclaimer, this content explores a hypothetical political scenario for discussion and analysis purposes only. There is no indication that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu intends to resign. The analysis is based on publicly available information, news reports, online discussions, and AI-supported analysis. Viewers are encouraged to consult official sources and multiple perspectives when evaluating political developments.